Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Battleclass Skybite with Driller Drive Spark Armor from Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark. Yeah, I'm just really excited to get a Skybite again. I'm trying to think, did we have one in Universe? Or has it been all the way since 2001 Robots in Disguise? I feel like there was one in Universe and I just can't remember it. In any case, I love the character of Skybite, so I'm excited to see him back. And having him with some cool little spark armor is definitely a plus. Over here you can see it says Battle Class. Nothing really going on the bottom there. Taking a look at the back, you have Skybite, Shark Mode, Driller Drive, Spark Armor, and then here are the other three, which I have already reviewed, so check out those videos as well. Let's get him out of there. Let's take a closer look. So here is Skybite with the Driller Drive Spark Armor. Spark Armor itself doesn't do a whole ton. The drill piece does not spin or anything. Wheels are all molded in so they don't move at all. Kind of just your basic little driller drone type thing. So we'll put that off to the side. Taking a look at Skybite. I think he looks great. That head sculpt is fantastic. They even painted it exquisitely. Eyes are painted nicely, the helmet, the crest, a little bit of gold right there, the silver on the sides of the face, all looks really good. Head cannot spin. You have a Decepticon symbol there on the nose of the shark. Your shark eyes are also painted very cool. You have the silver down here for the jaws. Ball joint in the shoulder up here. You do have a little bit of movement this way. That's really for the transformation, but gives you another shoulder or joint there. Ball joint here in the elbow. This piece can spin around if you like to give his claw hand. Nothing in the waist. Ball joint in the hip, and then you have knees. And then you have a little bit of tilt here in the toes, but that's again really for the transformation. He's got these kind of wings on the back. If you want, you can have them hang down a little bit lower. I think they look better up here, so that's where I usually keep them. But yeah, he looks really good. I like the little robot mode. It's very, very neat. Let's go ahead and let's check out the combination with the Spark Armor. So you just take the Spark Armor, pop these two off the side, like we've done with pretty much all of the armors. This is actually in between here, so you kind of have to pull that out. Basically, you can see it's two tiny little pegs, and then these two slots here on the sides. So when you're putting it back in, you kind of have to line it up in there and then kind of sandwich it in there, and it just stays in with friction like that. So take this, pop this little section out. Now at this point you will have to fold this down so that you can peg these in, and then you fold this down. This section here will kind of come down and just clip onto the bottom part of his teeth. And then this rotates back. You can kind of see the face down in there, but I love this like mask for the helmet here. Very, very cool. You're going to take these, and I believe they peg in like this to the forearms. You can see that there's a large spot. Now there is one on the bicep as well. So if you want to peg it in there, you can. I find it works better if you peg it into the forearms. There we go. And then he can hold the little driller weapon in his one fist hand. Now, what I like to do, I mean, the directions just kind of have you have this hang back. I kind of like to bring this up and do something like this. And then kind of put these up here, because he does have guns molded in here. And then it kind of gives you like shoulder cannons as well. And it doesn't really impede the shoulder movement at all, as long as you you could bring them down a little bit, but that's going to get into shoulder territory. So if you just kind of keep them up, I think that looks cooler. And then you don't have a giant flap getting in the way of his butt. So that's what I like to do. It's not what the directions show, but I think that's cool, because then you kind of have the driller weapon, you have the forearm armor bits. I don't really know what they do, it just kind of exists there. And then he has those shoulder cannons as well. So I think that looks cool. That's how I like to do it. But yeah, I definitely am digging on this armor. I feel like between the driller weapon and the claw hand, he's ready to mess up some Autobots. So very, very cool. So for Skybite's transformation, actually not too bad. The first thing you're going to do is kind of get this out of the way. Then you're going to fold the head down. And this is actually the hardest part of the transformation. You can see that there's a space in between the two parts of this dark blue connector piece. You have to make sure that his head fin goes in between that when you're bringing this up so that it can completely cover the face. And you'll see it sticks out through there. So make sure that's done, and then you're pretty much home free. At this point, kind of bring the arms up like this, tilt them like that. This whole piece will fold back. Do the same with this part, and then these will peg together up here. And that's kind of the whole back part of the shark. You're going to rotate this up at the waist, and that'll fill in the rest of the shark mouth. Going to fold the toes down like this into the body, and then you'll see that there's tiny little peg holes here on the inside of the foot. You have to spin this around until that piece is on the bottom with the piece with the little nubs, and then these will peg in to that while simultaneously pegging into each other here in the thigh slash calf. I guess this is the thigh, the calf region. Okay, so you're pretty much done. Now you'll see that there's these big tabs. You have to make sure that they go into this port. So you might have to fiddle with this to make sure that it can get in there, because that tab has to fit into there when you're closing this up. So I kind of just like to, there we go. And then you'll see that there's a little tab here that goes into the slot for the hips. Now those probably won't peg in super snug down here because it's not really long enough to reach. So you just kind of make sure that it closes up, and that's good to go. Here is Skybite's little shark mode. Very, very cool. I like it quite a bit. He does have some of the ports visible around, so if you wanted to do some kind of crazy mashup here, you could actually, let's see, can we get this to work? No, the fins are going to be in the way. I was really hoping I could get a shark on wheels here, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, no, unfortunately that fin gets in the way. But you could technically unplug this. Actually, could we? No. Well, if we take this and switch it around, and then maybe peg this in. You could get like a crazy drill shark going. So there's fun to be had with these. I think it's neat. Now it won't. There we go. So unfortunately we can't have, I was really hoping we could get the shark on wheels. That was going to be really fun for me, but unfortunately I can't get it to go. But yeah, the little shark mode, very, very fun. I like it a lot. I think Skybite's a lot of fun. I've always really liked the character ever since the original appearance in the 2001 Robots in Disguise. This is a fun little figure. They painted it nicely. The colors are great. The shark mode's great. The little armor, you know, it's nothing special, but it does its job, and it's fun. Little driller tank. I think I actually have this piece on upside down. There we go. So, yeah, I think it's great. I really think it's a lot of fun. If you're looking for one of these to give a shot, maybe you're unsure, I say try Skybite out first. I don't know if he's my absolute favorite of the first four in the battle class, but he's definitely, he's up there. He's tied for first. I really like Prowl, too. Jetfire is good, too. Unfortunately, Starscream, I think, is the worst one. It's just somebody has to be last place. Sorry, Starscream. But yeah, this guy is definitely a lot of fun. I recommend you check him out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.